Hey everyone, this is a Black Mermaid from Camden, and welcome to my channel. So, we just want to get right into it. These are the type of people that run English companies or English agencies in China. So, I don't know about the rest of Asia, but I know personally in China, these are some of the most shadiest. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's just. Wow. Okay, so the first type of people that run these agencies are gang members or ex gang members. Now, know what you're thinking. How is gang banging and teaching English has any type of relationship? Oh, I'll tell you the type of relationship. Money. That's the type of relationship, okay? Now, when I was there teaching, the guy that ran my company, Ronnie, he was a gang member or ex gang member, and he had the tattoos to show it. Now I don't know anything about Chinese gang members or gangs in China or Chinatown, whatever, except for in Rush Hour, which I don't know if that's really real or whatever. But that's the only thing I know. So when I heard it, I was like, "What?" Like I wasn't scared or anything like that because I'm from Camden. So I mean, it's you a gang member down. They don't do nothing for me. So whatever. But yeah, he was an ex gang member. He opened up his this English company and he was making a lot of money from it. And as you can expect, he was shady as hell. And him and his workers would try to like do things to me. They would steal my passport, to get me to work when I realized that I needed to leave this company because they were doing things that they shouldn't be doing and mistreating people and trying to mistreat me. And then they would be like, oh, we're not going to give you any money. And I'm like, your kwai doesn't even convert that much in like American dollars, and that's not to sound like snooty or anything like that. But when you have people, especially in China, trying to do bad things to you and thinking that they can withhold like your paycheck to try to get to you, you gotta stoop to their level and let them know that I have money. I didn't come here because I'm gonna be rich or anything like this. I came here for other reasons, but it ain't because of your money because I wasn't getting that much anyway. But yeah, so I was dealing with that ex gang member, and at one point I was a little afraid that he might find out where I lived and send his buddies. But yeah, whatever. I'm here, so so yes, that is one type of person you might encounter teaching English in China. The second type of person you will encounter or might is a madam or a pimp. And I'm no lie, no lie, they are running English companies. The one that I met, she wasn't running the company, but she worked in the company and she had a higher status in the company, and she was a madam. And I didn't realize this at first. So we're on the bus, and we were visiting the school and we were heading back together. And, I was standing up, she was sitting down, and then she starts rubbing my leg. And I was confused, I was worried, and I was shocked. And, she's rubbing it. She said, "Oh my goodness, you have nice legs," and okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So I went back thinking she was a lesbian, but I was confused because she's married with a son. But I was like, I don't know. Do they do this in China? Do they just, I don't know. And then I was told that, she was a madam. So was she touching my legs because she was thinking about the past? Was she touching my legs because she was still in the game and she had a client for me? I don't know. But yeah, she's a madam. She used to be madam, and she's working for this English company. And I was just like, wow, like, and honestly, to be fair, I really would have loved to sit down and have a conversation with her because that is just like that's so interesting to me. But I mean, I don't want to work for you or have you filling me up, but I do think you're interested. Anyway, so the third type of person you might encounter at an English company is somebody who is ignorant and racist, and you will probably encounter this, especially if you are not white. So most English companies and most people in China, they love white people, you know, like whatever. White is right in China, and as disturbing and unfortunate as that is the reality in China. And they prefer white skin, they prefer white teachers over anybody. So you will encounter that. I was going to I guess kindergarten, daycare, I don't know what it was, and I was supposed to teach there. So my agency, a representative there, we were sitting down and we were talking to the person that owns the school, and she flat out said in Chinese, and I speak Chinese, so I understand everything she was saying. She was like, "Yeah, I thought she was white. You know, we don't really want no African teachers here." And I was just like, "No, she didn't. No, she didn't." But like I am African American, you know, I'm black. Like my roots are from Africa, so like, you know, but even with that, I am from America. Like I was born here, my ancestors were here, were enslaved in this country. So like it was so offensive for her to say that. It's like, so you think somebody who's white is better than me? Like it was just so ignorant. And then once I gave a teaching demo, they loved me, and she even wanted me to teach her English. And I was just like, you know what? Even though you pissed me off and disrespected me, but hey, at least I'm fighting racism and ignorance and showing your dumb ass that doesn't matter what color you are or how you look, you can still speak English. Like we didn't know that. Anyway, yeah, and then the next obvious person that you will encounter is people who just want money. I mean, and I've actually worked for that person too. Um, you know, the English teaching market in China is such a big money maker. If they have, I don't know if they have a Forbes like China and they list like jobs or something, you're most likely going to see teaching English there, because it brings in so much money. Because you know, parents think, well, of course, I mean, speaking English definitely is going to get you to different places, but parents will pay so much money just to have a Western face, aka a white face, you know, teaching their kids. It doesn't even matter if the kid's not even learning. It's just that to show that you can afford a white teacher shows that you are like high class or something like that. And it's just so stupid. And even if you have a foreigner teaching your kid, it shows that you have some money as well, even if they're not white. So people who, you know, want to make money, they do that. And this one girl I was teaching, she was from like this small village, and you know, she was learning English. I'm like, okay, you know, she's wasn't a young girl. She was like maybe, you know, her late 20s or whatever. So I'm like, okay, so why are you learning Chinese? And she says because she wants to open up an English school. And I looked at her. I'm like, girl, no, you can't. You don't open up an English school because your English not even that good. And then on top of that, her name was Lollipop. Like, and the reason why she named herself Lollipop, and I lie to you not, was because of the 50 Cent song. Like, that's why she named herself Lollipop. So this is the type of person that's going to be running the English school. So I'm like, girl, go back to your village. I feel so bad for those people in her village. But anyway, they're going to be learning English from her. And the last type of person that you may or may not run into is decent people. There are decent people who run English companies, and I've worked for them as well. There are people who, you know, and I feel like most people who are decent, they have English schools that not only teach English but teach like different languages as well. Like Korean is really popular, really big right now. Russian, Japanese, and Spanish as well. A lot of people are learning Spanish in China. So yeah, there are people who obviously, you know, you got to get money for that, but their passion and their heart is in it more than getting the money. So you might meet those type of people. So yeah, teaching in China is a trip. It was a trip. Just meeting all these different type of people who are running these English companies was very funny. But yeah, I'm gonna make more videos about my personal experience teaching in China, being black in China and teaching, dealing with students and some of the things they would say to me. So yeah, stay tuned to those videos. But yeah, these are the type of people that run English in China. Yeah. All right, so make sure you subscribe and watch the rest of my videos and stay tuned, okay?